and welcome to a special Tiny Table Talk for The Challenge Season 38. I thought it would be a great time to do a finals preview, going over each of the 4 teams, what I think they can do in the finals, and where they could land, and what their pros and cons are. So, without further ado, let's start off talking about Jordan and Anissa. Now, I wasn't planning on doing this in any particular order. This just fell on how I felt the Jordan and Anissa ranked in these finals. And it's kind of nuts to think that Jordan in these finals, to me, has the toughest path to getting first place. Now, when it comes to a 100-hour final, this is going to come down to it being a marathon and not a sprint. Even if you get out to a bad start, it could be how you finish. With 4+ days of a final, this is going to come down to increments. There's going to be some highs and lows for each and every team. It's going to be how do you fare during those low times and those high times. Looking at how Jordan and Anissa have fared on the season, they have won a good amount of eliminations. What I think really matters, and that is the mini final daily challenge. And they were completely last place. Like, they were almost being lapped. If you could lap a team, they were almost being lapped, I feel. And to really think about it, that actual mini final, when thinking about 100 hours, that mini final could be 1/20th of what the actual final could look like. Anissa herself has said on the season, she is built for comfort. And I just think that no matter if this final was 10 hours to 100 hours, it's going to be difficult. Now, again, I don't think that they're completely out of it because they got a ticket to the table. They got a ticket to the dance. They are here. They have a shot to win just being here. I just think it's going to be really, really difficult for Anissa and Jordan to win. I want to say that it is impressive that a makeshift team at the last minute having to work together, not really being best friends, making it this far. I just think that they have the hardest odds to getting this win. So to me, if I had to pick it, I think that Jordan and Anissa are going to fall somewhere between the 3rd and 4th place ranking. This just popped in my brain when I was rewatching the episode from this past week. Not only is Olivia and Horacio the last rookie team left, they're the last rookies left in the game, period. That all the other teams are made up of vet pairings except for Olivia and Horacio. Think about that. Even well-established vets that had rookies as their partners weren't able to get to the finals. That it was this rookie pair of Olivia and Horacio, who, mind you, were originally replacements. They were alternates. Then they come in during episode 1, break history on their way to getting to the finals together. I love Olivia and Horacio's odds. I think that they do have the skills and assets to get far into these finals and maybe be competitive, maybe get a 2nd place finish, maybe even test the waters for a 1st place finish. The thing that worries me about Olivia and Horacio, which we haven't seen it recently, but during the mini finals, they were not seeing eye to eye with each other, and Horacio got frustrated, walked away from Olivia. Olivia started to cry. And looking at the last challenge where the communication skills with each other were really, really strong, I like the odds of Olivia and Horacio. I will be rooting for them, but they're inexperienced. This is their first challenge season. This is their first finals experience, and this finals experience is going to be the longest finals in challenge history. This is going to be difficult, but if they can stay calm, cool, and collected, working well with each other and seeing eye to eye and listening to each other, I do think that they could work well with each other. I think they can do something special on this season. Can they get first? Yes. I think it is a long shot, but I do think that they can get first. I just think it's going to be a tall task to ask a rookie pairing to overcome the hardest and longest challenge finals in challenge history to get this win. Now, this is difficult because I think that both Devin and Tori, Bananas and Nani, could be like a coin flip on who could possibly win this season, in my opinion. Tori and Devin, I think, are the most consistent team. They're relatively the same height. I think they run about the same speed. They have the same endurance. Their puzzle skills are kind of on par with each other. If you think back to Tori in last season's finals, where she was actually doing really well. She was coming in like 1st or 2nd for the women's side every single stage, doing well in that team alongside Devin, and then kind of got screwed at the end of it when production's like, oh, Casey, you were second win most of the finals. Now you can pick CT if you want and win these finals. They do have really solid communication skills. Even when they aren't seeing really eye to eye, they somehow still are able to see eye to eye, if that makes any sense. Like, they still are able to concentrate and not get flustered with each other, not get angry with each other and kind of brush each other off. They're still able to like be able to see and hear even if something isn't going their way. Honestly, I thought Tori and Devin were a disappointment on this season when they were paired up because I thought that they could have won way more than they did. They only won one daily challenge, but that daily challenge could be the momentum that they need to take into the finals and try to really get that win. I mean, we know from this season, it's not how many times you can win the dailies that get you to the finals. It's when you can win. It's those clutch wins that can really start that momentum. And I think that Tori and Devin is going to take that momentum into the finals with them. Will they be able to surpass Bananas and Nany? Well, let's talk about it. If you're talking about experience, look no further than Bananas and Nany. Together, they have so many challenge seasons underneath their belt. This is Nany's fourth finals that she's going to be competing in, her third straight from 36, 37, and now 38. A reason why I think that Bananas and Nany has the best shot of winning this season is more meta and trying to read the edit of the whole season. Because it feels like ever since Nany walked into the season in episode 1/2 that this season's arc has just followed Nany in a way that Nany has had the biggest storylines of the season, with suffering a traumatic loss coming into the challenge game, that being on her brain while also trying to figure out how to play this game and the stress of it all, and then Casey losing her first ever elimination in all of reality TV, leaving and then having that rock taken from you when she's always been there. She's always been on the season with her. And so now Nany has had to forge by herself, be alongside Bananas. We've heard so many vets on the season be like, there's something about Nany. There's a difference about Nany. Nany's coming in to win. She is focused. She is ready to play. She is here to win. And then even in the final elimination, Nany has got that momentum, kind of like what I was talking with Tori and Devin. At the end was like, thanks for not saving us because this was awesome. And she has that feeling and that experience. I just think that if production wants the best storyline at the end of this, it's Nany getting her first win after everything that she has gone through during the offseason, during this season. And I know that shouldn't be a factor. It's really hard to look back on what Bananas and Nany has done this season and put that to a final, because even if we checked out the mini final, their experience on the mini finals like we have for the other three teams, I mean, they were throwing it. Bananas on his podcast was just saying how he was throwing every single competition. So it's hard to kind of like look at what he was able to do on the season and how many competitions he was able to win on the season. And then here, it's kind of like, yeah, but I think they still come out being one of the winningest pairs on the season when you take account of the daily challenges, because I know that they've won 2 daily challenges on the season. Tori and Devin only won 1, Horacio and Olivia won 0, and Jordan and Anissa have like 1. This is a team to watch out for, and I think they have the best odds. I think Olivia and Horacio has a long shot of being able to win this, but I think that they still have good odds to doing something good in this game and in these finals and possibly winning. I think it could be a coin flip between Tori and Devin and Bananas and Nany. I think Jordan and Anissa are the only ones that I'm really counting out at this point, which again, I can't believe I'm saying that because I'm talking about Jordan really having the worst odds of winning in a final, which in any other season, if Jordan is in the finals, he gets it done. But those are the breakdowns for all the teams and where I have them ranked. What do you think about my rankings? Let me know down in the comment section below. What are your rankings? Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting against? Who do you think can get first, second, third, fourth? Please no spoilers down in the comment section below. I don't want to see any spoilers for me or anybody else, please. But I think this could be a fun discussion of where you think everybody can rank. Let me know down in the comment section below. Now let's get to the comment section. And the first comment comes from RecklessKid98, who says, I lolled at the different nicknames they changed for Wes. It was really, really funny. The editing team had a blast putting so many nicknames for Wes, where it made me think, man, they kind of really shortchanged Corey when Nelson called him, and all they said was Nelson's best friend at the bottom of the screen. Lucas comes in with a comment saying, I live in Orlando, and it was cringeworthy when Fessy said Orlando style. I'm glad I'm not the only one who thought that as well. Also, I want to do like merch where it says Orlando style. I just don't know if anybody would buy it besides me. But it would be really funny. Like, I think it would be funny to do like Fessel's silhouette and then it's saying Orlando style, which I think would be really, really funny. Taisha comes in with a comment saying, when they said Orlando style, they were showing how people from Orlando compete. Well, if that is a style that we can maybe compare to like the Orlando Magic, it's either they missed the finals completely or the playoffs completely, which this season, check from Fessel, they did do it Orlando style in that aspect, or they make it to the finals and get blown out by better competition and better talent, which if those are the two definitions of Orlando style, Fessel's doing it Orlando style his whole challenge career. Do you think they should have made Olivia and Horacio direct vote to keep blood off their hands? I don't think Fessy and Mariah had no chance because his weight was holding him back 100%. I mean, once both Bananas and Nany got up to the top and pressed the button, I think Mariah and Fessel were at the bottom still. Like, they were never even close of possibly finishing this elimination. Just had no shot whatsoever. I think that they would have made Fessel and Mariah the vote no matter what. I think Olivia and Horacio had a great social game. I think regardless, they got the pairings that they wanted, right? Because I think Devin said in a fever dream, they would like Fessel and Mariah versus Bananas and Nany, and that's exactly what they got at the end of the day. Legit Boss Dawn comes in with a comment saying, I really hope that this loss deflates Fessy's ego a little bit. One can only hope, you know? I'll be rooting for Horacio and Olivia, me too, but would love to see Anissa finally get the W and not just be one of the best to never win. Well, I hope you heard my breakdown, and I hope that doesn't dissuade you, because I still think that even though it is a very big long shot for Jordan and Anissa to win, I still think that with Jordan on her side, you never know what could happen, especially with 100 hours final, that anything could happen at any certain point, and maybe they could find their way at the top of the pack when it's all said and done. So don't give up hope, but I too agree that I am rooting for Olivia and Horacio to pull out this win. Tropman84 says, hate to see Mariah go, but I love watching Fessy leave. Take a season off, my dude. Fessel, if you're watching this, Orlando style, take the season off. I agree. JV Max saying, glad no Big Brother in the final. Can't wait to see how the 100-hour final going to go. I didn't even think of that. There are no Big Brother players left in this game. I think we've had a Big Brother player for a good amount of seasons. I mean, when was the last time we didn't have a Big Brother player in the finals? Is that 33? Wow, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I'm glad that we didn't have any Big Brother. I mean, it would have been nice to see Amber and Chauncey, but I'm cool with no Big Brother as well in the finals. That's a great comment there. The next comment comes from Demetria, who says, I'm just happy Fessel got to see 2 eliminations that weren't physical. I'm also happy that there was no possible way he could blame Mariah for this loss. Yes, if he got up to the top, you know he was going to be like, oh, if my partner could have just done this, if my partner could have just... Nope, none of that, because he was struggling from 2 feet off the ground. I don't think he got 2 feet off the ground, and there's no way he can come after Mariah for this loss, and I'm so happy about that. I think he was humbled at the end. I thought he took this loss pretty well, and we'll just have to see what's going to happen next season. If he's on next season, it's hard to think that he's not going to be on next season, but we're going to have to wait and see. It's quite a ways away with all those spinoffs coming out very, very soon. Goonie1287 comes in with a comment saying, great episode. So happy Fessel is gone. All 4 teams deserve to be in the finals. Looks grueling from the preview, and I laughed so hard at all the West title cards. Yes, yes, and 100 yes. The grueling part is, yeah. I think we're all underestimating how tough these finals are going to be. Even me saying it's going to be torture, it's grueling. I just feel like with 100 hours and the type of stuff we know that could be in a challenge finals, and knowing that they're going to push them to their limits on all aspects. I mean, this is going to be 4 days, 4+ days of a final. I mean, there's somebody that has blood just pouring out. And I think we all know, if you were there for my trailer breakdowns on the season, the mid-season trailer breakdown, of course. I mean, this is going to be a tough finals, and it looks like somebody gets pretty injured during the finals, and who's to say that's not the only person that's going to get injured. Ramona comes in with a comment saying, I don't think Horacio and Liv will win, but I am 1,000% rooting for them, like those are my people, and they fought so hard this whole season. I think if Olivia and Horacio are able to win this, I mean, they just incredible. That would just be an incredible feat. Coming into the season, breaking the record for the most elimination wins, or tying the record for the most elimination wins in a single season, and then being the only rookie or the only rookies in the finals, and then being able to win against 3 strong vet pairs. I would slap it on there saying that they have played the best challenge season in all of the seasons of the challenge. I would be as bold to say that. I would stake my claim in that if they were able to win. We'll have to wait and see though. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. And the final comment comes from New AZN saying, I'll never forgive Fessy for making me cheer for bananas in an elimination. Just add it to the list. Just add it to the list of stuff Fessel gets you mad about, you know? But that is it for this week's Tiny Table Talk. What'd you think about my finals previews, and what'd you think about this episode in general? Let me know down in the comment section below. Please let me know what you think about all the pairs, and give me your finals breakdown down in the comment section below. And I want to give a special shout out thank you to everyone who supports me over at patreon.com/angelcakevids. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who is watching this video up to this point. I'll be back really soon with more Challenge 38 content, more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.